All right, let's dive into this deck. This was one of the 3 or 4 decks. I think we played 4 decks yesterday too. That we played yesterday was a submission from Bob again. And it was really sweet. It was one of my decks of the day. So every day when I play multiple decks, I always tag a favorite on my website if you can't watch everything. And this was the one that was a favorite yesterday. So I'm excited to see it again here. So Ezreal, or EZ, is one of our champions here. Has elusive, so it's a little bit evasive, can only be blocked by other elusive units, and whenever it hits the opponent's nexus, it creates a mystic shot for us. And EZ, or Ezreal, levels up here when you've targeted enemies 8 times. So the fact that he's evasive and makes mystic shots makes him a self-enabling champion. So he generates things that help you target your opponent to eventually level him up. His leveled up ability here is very reminiscent of Gutter Snipe from Magic. Whenever you cast a spell, you deal 2 damage to the enemy nexus, gets an extra power, and also still creates fleeting shots for you. Ezreal's leveled up form here combos with Karma here. Karma says when you're Enlightened leveled up, Enlightened says you have 10 max mana. And Karma says when you play a spell, cast it again. So if you have flipped Karma out, and you have flipped EZ out, every time you cast a spell, you deal 4 damage because you cast that spell twice, which is awesome. Another thing to note is that both of these champions, unlike some of the other champions of the game that have to see you do specific things, these champions can level up right away when you play them. So, you know, you're collecting mana every turn, and then Ezreal just says you've targeted enemies 8+ times. He doesn't have to see you target them. So even when he's in your deck or in your hand, the game actions you're taking are progressing you towards leveling him up. Past that, the rest of this deck is just a spell-based control deck. We've got things like Claws of the Dragon to stall the board, Eye of the Dragon to make dragonlings to help keep us alive until we can get to that enlightened state and eventually kill our opponent with Ezreal in a flurry of spells. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games here with this. This one was both sweet yesterday and getting to pop off at 10+ mana with a pseudo combo kill, as well as feeling reasonably consistent and powerful. So they are playing Sajani Misfortune, so likely an aggressive deck. I'm mulligan one of these wills, but I think this looks pretty reasonable overall. I think we're just banking mana for now.
Don't ask where it's from, ask how much.
Does the Bilgewater theme come to the board? Yes, yeah, what music you hear comes from the board that you have. Right, Riot does a really good job of making their cosmetics worthwhile and appealing to pick up, which is part of the reason why the core game itself is so cheap, because they plan to make a lot of their money off of cosmetics. Yes, Jinx definitely has a very big Harley Quinn vibe going on. Probably the inspiration for that character.
Looking for trouble? It found you. It cannot hide.
we're just passing here again. We'll see them open on attacks here. I think if they do, I'm trading Shadow Assassin for this. Yes, yes they can, Alkalol. In fact, so for people that haven't been keeping up with all the details of my personal life, unless Christy goes into labor naturally before then, she's scheduled to be induced on Monday. So unforeseen things aside, I'm planning to be live tomorrow and Sunday for a few more Runeterra decks as well. And I'm actually through all the Runeterra decks in the queue because we've been getting a few in and playing them quickly. So if you submit a Runeterra deck this evening, I will likely play it tomorrow. Python, thanks for the 35 months. Welcome back. Yeah, the way the hospital does it here, when they schedule it, we have to be at the hospital at 12:05 a.m. on Monday. So you go in like literally first thing. I'm sure it's some nonsense that has to do with insurance. I'm gonna go ahead and kill Misfortune here before they can get any triggers in off of her. I'm trying to fix the font in a 1700 page PDF, so I have moved you to my phone one more month. Slow and steady, Python. Thanks for the support.
What's this?
Yes, 00005. I'm pretty sure insurance bills based on the number of days you stay in the hospital. So like with no complications, if we go in at midnight, at 5 after midnight, we can be out in the same day.
This is our way.
The American healthcare system is very reasonable and definitely fine. Definitely nothing wrong with running healthcare as a for-profit industry.
You cannot escape.
So we're basically just trying to stay alive until our late game here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just block pretty defensively here. Third world country with iPhones. It's a pretty apt description, honestly.
Turn me to the sea.
He's a big fat phony. And guns. Do third world countries not have guns usually?
Safety will cost you.
Third world countries have plenty of guns. God bless.
There's plenty.
We give them guns to overthrow the tyrants.
Gather round, gather round.
Oh, they have, I think I'd rather hit one of their 3/3s here, actually. So that way I can finish it off with a Mystic Shot down the line. And we're dead.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
Normal Trent, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Remember, we're virtually one lower than it currently shows on screen. think we're mulliganing Rummage. No, we got destroyed, Dirty Digits. Looks like the Noxious build of Aristocrats. I think I'm keeping the rest of these. Global thermonuclear war. How did stat points go? It was fun, but not very powerful. We got to do the thing a couple of times, so it was definitely a do the thing deck, and we definitely accomplished that.
My fists. Let me show you what I can do. Delicious.
Do I get excited this? Do they have anything that blows me out if I get excited this? The +2/+2 spell requires another unit in play. Do their colors have anything that blows me out for trying to kill this? I don't think so, right? I'm still learning the card pool. Pretty sure. Is that a shadow? That's not a Shadow Isles card, right? +3 HP. Discipline. What faction is Discipline? Yeah, they're not playing Ionia. Okay, yeah. They're Noxious Shadow Isles.
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
Pierce that treasonous hearts. I think I need to play Ezreal here because I need to Mystic Shot this so that way I can kill it with Static Shock next turn.
Achilles? Where are you?
Need to have a deal 3 to this, deal 3 to this. Yeah, Fever's pretty good. I think I'm supposed to go for that there, though, still. Pretty far off of that one. Really hoping to draw something relevant and useful this turn. That's super unfortunate. Kalista's about to level up. Need to try and peel a Mystic Shot here. Yeah, I know it's often beneficial to hold Ezreal on this archetype, but I need to take this off the table or it's just like literally going to kill me. So I think it's like, again, I think I need to play out this Ezreal here because if I don't kill this, I'm not going to have time to get this to level up. It's Mystic Shot adjacent, yep. So like, if this can connect next turn, I'll get to Mystic Shot this plus Static Shock 2 of these. Now these two. Perfect.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
I didn't want to kill their unit because it would level the Kalista. If I hit their unit pre-combat, the Kalista would have leveled before they attacked and they would have brought back another thing. So I'm aware of how my card works. I made a decision to play around them getting that. Hey, if we get to untap, if we start their turn with double deny up here, we're gonna be in a very good spot.
Breathe in, breathe
Yep, we have a Dragonling. Sweet. Hey, PCV, thanks for the year and a half. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Keeping me around. Okay, just pass here, right? No referral code or anything like that for this one, Sandcry. I think I want to keep this around. I think it's worth denying this here because they're almost out of gas at this point.
Sure.
I guess this does mean they could kill Ezreal. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep the deny up for that. Do they have like Vile Feast here? Decimate, sure. But keeping this alive means I get a Dragonling next turn, which lets me gain 2. So saving this seemed important.
Return malevolence.
One shot, all skill.
Do I like this deck over Lux Karma? I really wasn't impressed with the Lux Karma deck. We played a mid-range Lux deck on stream the other day that felt really good. But the Lux Karma deck didn't feel particularly good.
Firing.
I had already used Ezreal's Mystic Shot. And then we're all global thermonuclear war, Kalista here.
They don't know what they're up against.
Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, I can't wait. My turn.
This is literally just a wash, right? Like I take 2, but I gain 2.
True power requires restraint.
Does your opponent know when a champion turns into another card in your hand? The animation doesn't play until you play the card. They, however, can see my champions being tracked over here, just like I can see their champions being tracked. So like I click here, it shows me their Kalista is leveled up.
Let's see what you can do.
Can't stop me.
Is the level up permanent? Yes, the level up is permanent and subsequent copies are also leveled. Is accurate.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
I knew we had it all along.
The fact that all the copies level up is why it's especially important to try and kill the champions that say, I've seen X happen before they level. Because if you kill a champion that has to see things happen, the I've seen resets, I believe, right? Because that specific copy has to see it to level up. Someone please correct me if that's wrong. It resets, good. Opponent is playing Sedge Misfortune, another aggressive deck. I think I actually just full mulligan here. None of these are particularly exciting. I guess there could be merit to like keeping Rummage plus Jury Rig in the aggro matchup. think I'd rather full mulligan, though. Having gotcha in the opener kind of sucks. You want this to draw when you need it, because then it'll be cheaper, but at least I have a bunch of removal spells here. As a Dota fan, I wish this is what Artifact had been the first time around. You mean not god-awful? Also, I'm gonna be honest, not that people probably care, but has anybody looked at the footage for the Artifact beta? The gameplay doesn't really look meaningfully different. And like, I guess I didn't give it a super close look, but like, I watched some of the games play out, and it seemed like it was mostly the same.
Time for a true display of skill.
You see all the boards at once. Oh, was that it? You see all the boards at once? Okay.
One shot, all skill.
I think I actually want to keep... I think I'm going to give this up and keep my spell mana here. Am I going to keep playing Runeterra a lot? My stream will not be all Runeterra moving forward. Once I get back from paternity leave, I'm going to be going back to doing some Magic in the mix, but I do plan to keep doing some Runeterra with some consistency.
I'll be damned.
Magic is literally my job, so I can't just like quit my job and do something else that doesn't pay the bills. Adult responsibilities and all that.
Can learn. Firing.
Agree, Bob. Spellman is very well done. Actually, just gonna go ahead and Mystic Shot their face here again. It means I don't lose this mana, and then next turn my Deep Meditation will be cheaper.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Carved from the savage cold.
I'm gonna do this into Global Thermonuclear War here. See if they have a protection spell here. Nope.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
I'm gonna open on attacks here before they can play another blocker out. Let's try and keep their board small here.
Charge.
Silent as death.
Azrael is a shitlord. he's definitely a cocky kid.
Not yet. Go to go.
Remember when they used all their warning shots for like no reason? Then they played a Riptide Rex for no value? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Ionia speaks through me. Make him go boom.
It's too late for you.
Yeah, this game's a lot of fun, Chamber.
Firing.
Been playing a lot of it. You can check out a lot of my archives on my website too, just like I archive all my Magic stuff. Been putting all my Runeterra stuff up there as well. You dislike the RNG they added in the Runeterra expansion. Lukewarm take variance is fun.
We knew it would be so.
Think I'm gonna push Masters? No, probably not. I don't really play games competitively. I play games for fun. Maybe this game's low enough variance that at some point I could enjoy trying to do it competitively. Are we gonna do the same thing we do in Magic and get to Masters by playing whatever decks people send in? Maybe. That's a possibility. Yeah, correct. Like, I'm not gonna like, we're not gonna like really make a strong effort, but like if it happens, it happens. Da, 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 da. Fizz, Twisted Fate. Okay, so I'm gonna mulligan the Deny. I want both these removal spells. I think I'm actually gonna mulligan the Eye of the Dragon too here, just looking for more spot removal. Being able to kill Fizz ASAP is important. Lots of people find Plunder tilting. Yeah, people are silly. Think I'm just banking my spell mana here. I'm gonna Deep Meditation and then Thermonuclear War for one. So Fizz, every time they cast a spell, he counters whatever's targeting him. Finally got Twisted Fate flipped and they conceded. Sounds about right. Feels dead, man. If I deploy Ezreal here, the second Ezreal in my hand turns into a... The second Ezreal in my hand turns into a Mystic Shot, which is appealing.
Charms while claws take hold.
Get wrecked. Oh. Yes, Fizz does stop Easy's progress.
Thought you'd never ask.
Opponent's BM feels appropriate here. We're pretty dead.
The dark echoes.
Not a whole lot we can do there. The Fizz deck is really good when
2 out of 3?
Fizz deck is really good when it is Fizz on 1. Turns out. Man, that was pretty close to a game of Magic, huh, chat? In terms of level player agency. Just like how every game of Magic feels for the last year and a half. Zed and Heckram. I think we're just mulliganing looking for cheaper stuff here. Don't really want any of these in the opener. Yeah, Fizz was basically a Delver that came pre-flipped. Activated my trap card.
The spirit gives those who listen.
Pledge yourself to the shadows.
Missed an attack, definitely did.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it. Sounds dangerous. I'm in. Nailed it.
Like, they know this is coming, right? Yes, they have a glimpse, that's fine. Worth noting here, too, this is different if you're coming from Magic. Things like this that says if you cast these spells, your spells don't count as cast unless they resolve. So if your spell gets denied, or like if they eat their thing in response, it doesn't happen. I'm going to Mystic Shot this in response, because if I do, they don't draw extra cards here, which is ideal. Just want to kind of stifle their flow of cards.
Firing!
Breathe in, breathe out.
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
It's not bragging if you can back it up. I'm actually just gonna pass here. Am I? No, I'm gonna Deep Meditation. Well, it's cheap. If they pass again, I'm gonna pass. Alright, we take those.
I knew we had it all along.
I knew we had it all along. Moving on up the ladder. Do 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 do. Oh no! A mirror! Alright, I feel like deny is pretty important in the mirror, so I'm gonna keep that. This is probably a match where we want to keep Ezreal. We want to keep Ezreal in hand until we can flip him. I did not, Waterman. I started playing about a week and a half ago.
Dark beckons. I fight with my spirits, not my fists. That falls.
You just cast nothing till turn 10? Sounds right. Hey, is that a good one?
Silent as death.
Cross streams here a little bit. And then both of these come into play if these resolve. If these happen, we are super far ahead here. We'll play the elusive open on attacks here.
Rain from a cloudless sky.
Is this good? If so, why? Please explain.
Dark beckons. Grasping claws.
We're giving them units to target. It's fine.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
You gotta give up the rummage here, unfortunately. Yeah, what Assassin said. Like, the people saying, like, you shouldn't play out your units because we're giving them things to target. Like, that's fine if, like, they're guaranteed to have their stuff, but, like, they were running out of cards in their hand. Hey, thanks, Draco. I appreciate you dropping off the Prime support again. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Okay, in this matchup, I want to play Ezreal aggressively, right? I think I mulligan these two. We try and run them down with elusives here. Maybe it's right to keep the Mystic Shot for flipping this. Could see that. The fact that we're attacking on evens here really sucks.
Give me the stuff! Stuff make happy!
Stop, man.
Silent as death.
What a trash!
I'm gonna gotcha here while it's cheap, because I have Static Shock in my hand rolled up.
Time for a true display of skill. Watch and learn.
I agree. Literally, the only thing you could reasonably complain about with regards to Runeterra, in my opinion, is the fact that they don't have a great deck editor. So I elected not to use Ezreal's spell there, because if I cast their spell, they get a chance to use their 4 mana. So I gave up my spell in order to guaranteed take their mana away. And again, that's just one of the many things that shows you the depth and complexity of the resource system in this game and the priority system. How I can choose to like gain tempo and give up things like that based on how their sequencing works out. Really, really elegant. It has a lot of depth packed into it. I killed their thing there so I could work my way towards leveling this up faster. I know obviously it did the thing.
I fight with my spirits, not my fists.
So I played the jury rig out there so I could have another spell played. So now we'll make that, and then we'll open on attacks here.
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
You are the weakest link. Denied. Still pretty far off of leveling him.
Firing.
There is a hand size limit of 10, and it's not a hand size limit like in Magic where you discard afterwards, it's you simply don't draw them.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
2 cards off of the deep here for the opponent.
Charge.
Into the darkness.
Breathe in, breathe out.
See our tempo deck game plan solidly in action here against the big mana deck. Another whale. That's brutal. Unfortunately, that one just happened.
That's gotta hurt.
Unfortunately, targeting their Nexus does not count as targeting an enemy, so it does not work towards leveling him up.
We each hold a world within.
Opponent is in the deep.
The Isles will bloom again.
Danger pays.
Hey, chat. Hey, chat, is this Static Shock good? Is this Static Shock good? If so, why? Could anyone explain? Ezreal gains a life when he levels up, so this will level him up, which means he gets to live here.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Do I just thermo this here to get 2 points in an end of turn for 1 mana? It like does a point here. I think that's the play. Because Ezreal's leveled now, and then we open on attacks next turn, so we'll have 2 dragons. Do I cast a 0 mana one? I don't think so. I think I might need that.
Return malevolence.
I don't miss.
Sure. Sure. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see here the eye says, if this all resolves like this, my opponent dies, so that sounds good to me.
And Ezreal is victorious. Oh yeah.
Man, God, his character is so obnoxious. He's so obnoxious. Just like in the best way. Like it's just unreal how much more alive the characters and the cards feel in this game because of the sound design. Like they did such a good job of making them feel real. Opponent's playing Zed. I think this hand's actually pretty good against elusives, right? Like, gain some life, kill a thing, be able to bounce something, have an elusive my own to block. I have not, Jalark.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey.
Declan says you must be playing on easy mode now because you won. Oh, Declan.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
You would not have kept potion. That's fair. That's a fair critique. No plays. Interesting.
Everyone here? Let's go. This way.
Closing in on the mark. No sweat.
The Spider Aristocrats deck is very good. It's one of the decks I ladder with. That's one of the decks I play on mobile when I'm laddering off stream. Probably should have done this pre-combat and saved myself the 2 points of life.
Stop bragging if you can back it up. Stop me.
Not too much. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, Raid's like a half idle game.
I know
Big
you're
boy.
thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
I think I want to play 2 spells this turn, so that way I can get a cheap Deep Meditation next turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and Jury Rig here as well.
I am a blade in the darkness.
There's been a recall on Zeds. Recall resets it too, right? Remove all effects applied to it, yep. Like, that's annoying, but like also, it's annoying, but also they like have to take time to replay this, so it's like not a big deal. Yeah, it's really slow, and us getting time here is everything.
Firing.
It's at least levels up still.
The sound echoes.
I don't really have good attacks here. Okay, that's the thing. Yeah, if they don't open attacks, we can stick this and still have deny up, which is great.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
I walk your path alone.
Do I stun the elusives or do I stun Zed? I feel like I stun the elusives because I have concussive palm here. So I can block Zed, and then if they trick, I can stun Zed. And that gets me another target on this, which levels him up. Yeah, but I can block Zed. I can't block the elusives, really. Yeah, the fact that you, like, never have a bunch of dead legendary cards in your hand in this game is awesome. Really elegant design.
They follow the wrong master.
Dishonorable.
Now I take 6 instead of 2, sure, but I leveled up my Ezreal, and I got a pump spell out of their hand. So, like, you're right, I took more damage, but, like, I used my life total in exchange for, I traded life points for a card out of their hand, effectively.
So much power, crippled by restraint.
Power is nothing without purpose.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I kind of have 2 potions. They're gonna open on attacks, though, most likely, is the issue. You know, I said exclamation point rank in chat to find my current rank. Try to keep that up to date for people who care. How greedy is it to no blocks here?
Peace begins within. Where there is life, there is hope.
All right, do I deny this or do I just rummage in response? I think I just play burst spells in response, right? I think I open on rummage, discard, I think I open on rummage, discard my non-burst spells. This is the thing. We haven't had like a full combo turn yet today with this deck. This is what the combo looks like.
We'll bring peace to Runeterra.
We found a flash of brilliance here too, which is funny.
Many past lives.
The old 20 to 0 you. You love to see it, chat. So it's 20 to 0 in 2 turns, their turn. That is correct. Yep. Don't really want Karma in my opener. Making the Masters run. No, we're just playing games for fun. That's what we do on this channel.
Lady Elise, where are you? I must get out of here.
I really just don't have anything to do. Really feels real bad to spew mana, but it's like actual nothing to do. So this is the Johnny deck. I seek and Runeterra. This is definitely the most powerful and competitive do the thing deck. Summon 2 powdered kegs. If I shoot these, do they both die? Is that how that works? Yes. Okay, weird.
I rarely forget and never forgive.
Yeah, I assume they're gonna like cast a spell and hit me for some damage in response here, but that's fine. You've dealt 4 to me. Congrats.
Silent as death.
Deal me in.
Red card, sure.
I'm a people.
Cannot hide.
Another make it rain in our future. Yep. It's so great that we never have to worry about that taking our champions.
slate.
Draw non-champion cards from the enemy deck. Yay, game logs from real games. Really? Just no plays. Okay, deal.
We'll bring peace to my own.
I have two of these, so I'm just gonna play one out. Might as well. I have a deny as well. In fact, if they try and kill this, I think I'm gonna fight over it since I have the deny. Just like, get a chance to use my mana here for a change. Yeah, like I think this exchange is okay for me. Especially with the, if I didn't have the second karma in hand, I don't think I would have played that out, but with the second karma in hand, I think that exchange is good. Like getting to actually use my resources there felt great. So now I go karma into will this, right?
Where there is life, there is hope. My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Time for a true display of skill.
We've only targeted enemies 3 times. Which is unfortunate.
One shot, all skill.
We will not stand by.
So we definitely just Mystic Shot this in response, right? Let's do this real quick actually first. Oh, I should have done this, right? Yeah, I should have done static. I'm dumb. Should have reassessed after I drew. I think I'm gonna do this because it flips Ezreal up. I think. Or am I short? He's only at 6 of 8. Right, because the ones that don't fully resolve or the things that die first don't count as targeting him. I need another karma now. I don't need to draw a spell towards tonight yet. This is fine.
I'm so good, I surprised myself.
Okay, we might actually be okay here because I have health pot. Okay. 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 Da, 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 da.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Yeah, I think we just try and cast 5 spells and kill them, right? They're just dead, right?
That egg, did it move?
Pretty sure I'm only supposed to cast one thing at a time in case they have a removal spell in response at some point. Or big whale. That's fine, right? Because he's gonna live.
Sure.
Okay, so they're at 6. So this does 5 and this does 1. God, this deck is gasoline. This deck is so sweet. The closing power on Ezreal is kind of unreal.
Like my name.
Easy, like my name. Seems like only yesterday we were wondering why Rummage was in our deck, right? I like to end on a high note. We had 2 really excellent games in a row. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a set there. I don't really have anything to change. This list as is has a really good mix of things. I think that set today highlighted the range of what we have going on really well. If you weren't watching the stream yesterday, or if you missed us playing this deck while we streamed yesterday, this was the deck of the day yesterday. You can find another hour-and-a-half long set of it up on my website and my YouTube channel now. I appreciate everybody hanging out today. That's going to go ahead and be it. I'll be back tomorrow morning as well as Sunday morning with some more Runeterra on stream, playing some more Constructed here on the ladder. And then I'll be off for a week after that. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll catch y'all later on later. Everybody stay safe out there wherever you're at in this crazy world.